This is Aaron.
So today on Shea Marie Diva Vixens podcast, we got Abby Ayoola Williams.
Yes. Yes.
I'm a fast chick. I'm a fast chick. Watch out for
I see you do various things. Could you tell us some of the stuff that you do?
Sure. I'm an entrepreneur in media, food, tech, health and beauty, wellness. So I pretty much started my entrepreneurship journey in 2015
Okay.
when I got fired from one of my jobs at the time. And at that time, I had 3 children under the age of 7. So, and because at that time the job was like usually in the nighttime or afternoon, so it was hard for me to find a babysitter to stay with my children. So when I got fired, it was like a blessing in disguise because that's what allowed me to start my entrepreneurship journey. So I was able to, I had to think to myself, I'm like, do I want to go look for another job and be in this hustle and bustle thing where I don't have time for myself or have time for my children? Or can I think of something that I can do and do from home and have time to raise my children the way that I want to raise them? So that's how my journey started in entrepreneurship. And my first business was actually selling waist trainers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and I'm still doing that, but I've also expanded into like flat tummy teas and writing books and journals and just co-creating a show called Naija Wives and all that good stuff. So just doing what I can to build an empire and live something for my children.
Okay. So
Yeah.
how do you manage your time with business and your family at the same time?
I would say having a supportive partner like my husband is very, his name is Wayne Williams, is very,
Yeah.
very supportive. And he allows me to be myself and chase my dreams.
Okay.
So he tells me, you know what, don't worry, I got the children, go out there, do what you gotta do. Just, so is having a very supportive partner is very important. And I also have good family members that also help out whenever I need the help, like his mom, my sisters, my brothers, like I pretty much have the support system that allows me to be an entrepreneur and still raise my family the way that I want to.
Okay. I recently saw you at the Headies Red Carpet. Could you tell us what that is about and your experience?
So the Headies is actually like the award itself, the show is it's in September.
Oh,
But what I where I went at that time was in California, and it was like a introduction to the Headies Award because they usually over the past 14 years they've done it in Nigeria, so they're bringing it to North America, specifically in Atlanta. So
yeah.
they did like a party in California in Hollywood to kind of introduce the award to people in the US. So that's how I came about to go there. And I would like to say thank you to my girl, Amarachi Odima. She was the one that hooked it up. So yeah.
Okay, so it's in Atlanta, you said? It's going to be in September.
Yes, the Eddies Award is in Atlanta and it's in September. Yes.
Yeah. You told us earlier you're the creator of the reality show Naija Wives of Hollywood?
Co-creator. So
Co-creator.
it's me and this lady, Rachel Omobude. So we created it together.
Okay.
And Naija Wives is pretty much a reality show that follows the lives of Nigerian women living in the diaspora. So it follows the lives of these women and how they navigate their lives, their
Yeah.
careers, their family, while still trying to stay true to the Nigerian culture. So they're stuck between two,
Yeah.
American, Canadian, or Nigerian, so that's pretty much what the show is all about. And yes, we are expanding into Hollywood, and hopefully we'll be able to expand into other cities like Atlanta, Dallas,
Yeah.
Miami, depending, Chicago, depend on if we can find good cast members and all that good stuff.
So could you tell us some of the characters on the show?
Of course. On Okay, so we started the Toronto one 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and one of my favorite characters. Now, before we weren't friends, but now we are.
Yeah.
Her name is Becky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Becky is very. She's definitely somebody that she's kind. She's very nice, and she's ready to. If you step on her toes, she
Yeah.
will. She will show you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's Emilian Andrews, she's a hot girl, trying to raise her three children, doing her thing in the acting world and all that. Yeah, so even Rachel too, she's doing big things.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
So could you tell us what it takes to put a show like this together? Because it looks easy when you're watching it, but I know these things are a lot of hard work.
oh my gosh, you don't even want to know. So usually we film within like over 2 month period. And in that 2 months, we do like one episode per day. We
Yeah.
try to anyways. So it's a lot of like contacting stores, contacting restaurants, contacting locations pretty much where we would like to shoot.
Yeah.
Most of them will be like, no, um, camera, we don't want camera, like it's just
Yeah.
it takes a lot of grit and a lot of mental like a lot. It's like you if you if you're the type of person that gives up easily, this is not the type of
Yeah.
business for you, because
Is
you
that
will hear a lot
yeah.
of no's and a lot of criticism, like people criticizing what you're doing, what
Yeah.
you're wearing, how your hair is, like just a lot of criticism comes from people. And if you're not strong mentally, you won't be able to like survive in this world. So
So
it's just,
do you
yeah.
have reaction videos out there? Because I know people do a lot of reaction videos, and what you're saying, I've watched some reaction videos. Even our host does reaction videos for Daddy South, and
Mhm.
sometimes she is harsh. What the same thing that you're saying, that you have to be thick-skinned.
Yeah. Because people don't realize how much it takes to put something together. You have to make sure you're on schedule. You have to make sure that you film where you plan to film. You have
Yeah.
to make sure that everything happens, because if you miss that time frame, there's no way you can go back and say, okay, I'm going to do it again. It's like you have to be always ready. And that's one of the reasons why, like in season one, there was this one lady that she wasn't taking it seriously.
Yeah.
She thought she can just show up whenever, or say, oh, I don't feel like filming today. Can I do it tomorrow? Or, it was just a lot of things that you should not be doing when you're filming a show. So
Yeah.
she was doing all that thing. So that's why, like, for season two, she never got to come back because she wasn't taking the stuff seriously.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, what are some of your favorite reality shows and television shows in general out there, and why?
Well, I like 90 Day Fiance, I like Real Housewives of Atlanta,
Yeah.
um, Potomac. What else do I like? Yeah, I watch. What else? Are those the only two shows that I watch? I don't think so. But their names are like just
Understand
not
what
coming
you're
to me right now. But
Yeah.
those are the two main ones that I watch. Like 90 Day Fiance is definitely
Yeah, I've seen that
one of
before.
the ones that I watch
Yeah.
like religiously.
So could you tell us about one episode that you feel encapsulate the the program that you have? Like if someone said, okay, let me see one episode to get me hooked. And why? What was on that episode?
For me, one of my favorite episodes thus far was season 3, episode 6.
Yeah.
So that episode was like it had everything that you will want in a reality show. So it had like the drama, the the resolution of conflicts, um the dressing, the hair, the makeup, like everything was just on point. And like the the fact that okay, so this is what happened in one of the scenes. So Emilian, which is one of the cast members from the Toronto one,
Yeah.
she went she went over to her brother's house to go visit him, and then she got a call from one of the castmates, and then the brother was listening on the call.
Yeah.
And then as she was trying to leave, the brother's like, "Oh, I overheard your conversation. You're talking about man, whatever, going to meet up with a guy or something like that." And then Emilian's like, "Okay, but I wasn't talking to you." And he's like, "Oh, you need to go back to your husband's house, home,
Yeah.
because she's going through a divorce, and the mentality of most Africans when it comes to divorcing or leaving your husband is like you've lost your way or you're a lost person
Yeah.
because you want to leave your husband's house or you don't want to be with your husband anymore. So they
Yeah.
feel as you're a lost soul or whatever. So the brother is like, oh, you need to go back to your brother, I mean, to your husband's house and stop being out here like, like trying to like diss
Yeah.
her. And then, it was just like, yo, what are you trying to say? Just because I'm leaving my husband's house.
Yeah.
My husband doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing or I'm out here trying to be a hoe or whatever. It's just like, no, like if the marriage is not serving you, why are you gonna stay in somewhere where you're not happy? So
Yeah.
the brother had the mentality of like the typical Nigerian person, the typical Nigerian guy, and he was trying to put his views onto her. So yeah, that was one of the episodes, one of the scenes I was like, yeah,
Powerful.
it resonated. Yeah.
All right. I saw
Yeah.
that you were at the Billboard Awards red carpet too. What was that about?
Yeah. So I went, that was held in Vegas, I think May,
Yeah.
no, May or June. I'm not sure the exact time, but it was like a last minute trip for me because one of the ladies that I met in California, she knew a lady that works with the production team
Yeah.
for billboards. So she's like, I have tickets for you, like last minute. So I had to book a flight from Toronto and go to Vegas so that I can meet the lady so that, we can, because that's how you build relationships. When people see that you're serious and you're willing to do whatever it takes
Yeah.
to bring yourself out, network, and just make sure that everything that you're working on works out. So I had to do that to show that, you know what, I'm serious and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. If I
Yeah.
have to take a flight like in 2 hours, I'm ready to do it. So
Yeah.
so
Because
that's how
you never know what comes out of stuff.
Exactly. That's how the billboards came out. And then
Yeah.
from there, the more those things that you do, the more you're able to meet with people that will be able to catapult your career or pick up your show, or, because there's a lot of things. Like, I've been telling myself that even though things are not moving as fast as I would like it to be,
Yeah.
but I am on the right path. And I just have to I just have to keep reminding myself that it will come. It will, like,
Yeah.
everything that I'm doing is like I'm planting seeds everywhere. I'm planting seeds. And I know those seeds will germinate and
Yeah.
something will come out of it. So I just have to keep telling myself that, just be patient.
Yeah.
Be
Things
patient.
go in steps.
Yes,
Yeah.
patience. Because you know how it is. You want everything to be like fast, 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 fast. And I'm the type of person that I don't like to wait around for anybody. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like to wait. If I want to do something, I want to do it like right now. But as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize, sometimes you just have to be patient and wait. But don't wait too long, because then
You can't let stuff pass you by waiting.
exactly, exactly. So yeah, so just been learning and just doing my thing and just planting seeds.
I see that you're also an author, that you wrote a book. What?
Oh, I've written many books.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have written over like 30. That's
Oh,
what I'm saying. Like, my mind, I don't know. Like, my mind is like crazy in a sense that there's always something happening here. Like,
yeah.
I always have an idea. I always have things that I want to do. But then it's like a blessing and a curse in the same time, because I always have things that comes up, ideas and everything. I'm like, okay, but I have to focus on one. Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, so which one are you going to focus on? So that's one of my uh yeah, that's one of the things I need to work on. Like, I want to be everywhere at the same time, but it's like,
Yeah.
no, you have to delegate things, and you have to bring on people that can help you. Because when Naija Wives first started,
Yeah.
I will hold everything to my chest. Like, I have to be the one in control. I have to be the one doing, everything.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, you know what?
Overwhelming.
Like, let me bring on people that can do the job, make it better, and also that will give me time to do other things. So I'm
Yeah.
not like stressed, because within those 2 months that we film, it's like stress galore. Like, just
Yeah.
trying to get everything done, trying to, it was just, so I'm learning
Yeah.
to just,
Delegate.
yes, delegate and allow people to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen that you do weightlifting in the gym and you're into nutrition. Do you have any advice for the women out there for that?
Sure. My husband is actually a personal trainer, so it's
Okay.
the one that trains me. And
Yeah.
then my advice for the women out there that are trying to lose weight or trying to get fit is take time to, write down what you eat on a daily basis, right? Because sometimes we don't realize what we're eating, because it's not at the you just don't know what you're eating. So as soon as you start writing it down, then you'll be able to realize, okay, this is how much calories I'm taking in on a daily basis, and
Yeah.
this is how much calories I need to be taking on a daily basis if I want to lose weight. So there's a lot of apps out there that you just put in like your goal. So let's say you want to lose like 20 pounds, whatever. So you put like your height, your weight at the moment, and
Yeah.
what your goal weight is, right? And the app will just tell you, okay, on a daily basis, you should be eating 1,600 calories, or something along those lines. So you'll be able to
Discipline.
have a plan. Yeah, you'll be able to have a plan for yourself, and also you'll be able to know exactly what you put into your body, because that's very, very important. Having that log of your food, your food journal. It's very, very important.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
See that you're a survivor of domestic and sexual violence. What can you tell others from your experience about overcoming that?
Yeah, so I'll speak on the domestic one, because the sexual one was when I was around 7.
Oh,
Yeah, around 6, 7. And it's not like I don't think the person, because it's a child also, right? We're
uh,
both children.
yeah,
So I don't think that he knew what he was doing,
yeah,
so that's why I kind of don't allow that to be like my story, because it's like, you know,
yeah,
most people that grew up in Nigeria kind of have kind of like the same type of experience.
yeah,
I don't know if it's something the culture or something that it's just my what I'm trying to say is that my experience is not like just me that it happened to. It happens to like
yeah,
I would say like 85% of women, children, you know? So
yeah,
maybe it's the culture. I'm not sure. But yeah, so it's just like for example, I remember one of the time that it happened. I don't know exactly what happened because I think I passed out. Like
yeah,
passed out. Yeah, all I remember was like my mom was like trying to wake me up, like, wake up. And then there was like a throbbing down there, like
yeah.
I don't know exactly what happened because I wasn't,
Aware.
yeah, I was a child. So I don't know. The memory is not like clear,
Yeah,
but all I remember was that my mom was trying to wake me up and I felt pain. So I'm not sure exactly what happened. And I don't even remember the kid that did it. That's the thing, because it was because we've moved so many times after that
yeah,
I have no idea. So and then the domestic one, it's yeah, two of my past relationships have been like yeah. So the first one's a boyfriend of mine from college.
yeah,
It's from St. Lucia. If you're listening, then you know I'm talking about you. Anyways, it's from St. Lucia.
yeah,
So it's one of those people that have like type A personality. Like he has to get things done a certain way.
yeah,
And it stresses so much. Like everything gets to him, like he's just tight for no reason. And me, I'm the opposite. I like to be loose. I like to, have fun and just, I don't let life get to me because I'm like, so just, it was just a lot of, our personalities didn't really match.
yeah,
After he like fights me or whatever, then he'll be like, oh, you allowed this to happen. If you didn't do this, then I wouldn't have to do that, like trying to blame me.
yeah,
I'm just like, okay, there. So it happened a few times. I cut it off because I'm like, I'm not going to be in a relationship that I'm getting abused for what?
yeah,
So yeah. So that, and then the second one, the one after that too, I guess, for me, I'm also a person that I don't like being told what to do. Like
yeah,
I hate that. But this other person loved to tell me what to do.
yeah,
So in order for me to say no, like I am my own person, I can think for myself, we always butt heads, like two people trying to lead. It's
yeah.
not
Won't
it
work.
doesn't work. Yeah. So because of that, we will fight, like fist fight, like fight each other. Like it happened like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And then the last time it happened, we both got arrested for assault.
Oh, that's not good. Ah,
Yeah, we both got arrested for assault. And then ever since then, I promised myself that I will never allow anyone to push me to the point where I'm fighting them.
Yeah.
Like I'm like never, never, never again. So since then, I'm in my new relationship now for 7 years. It's good. It's calm. There's no fighting.
It's your
I don't
fun.
allow anything to push me to the edge of like wanting to fight somebody. So I'm just like, okay, now I'm able to focus on building an empire.
Exactly. I've seen you done some hosting and media work. Could you tell us about that? Because you said you like media.
Yeah, yeah, I used to actually me and my husband, we had a show on Afro Global, which is like a local TV station here in Toronto. We
Yeah.
had a health and wellness show called Synergy. So we were like the host of that show. So we would bring on guest members to talk about nutrition, talk about, stretching, different health stuff. So
Yeah.
we filmed about four episodes of that show, and then I guess it just fizzled out because then the pandemic happened and
Yeah.
a lot of things happened. So it's just like
Yeah. That messed
just
up a
fizzled
lot of
out.
people.
Yeah, it just fizzled out.
So what would you say is the hardest thing being a woman from Toronto trying to get into the entertainment world and cross over into America from Toronto?
The the one of the difficult thing is like Canada doesn't have that structure yet when it comes to entertainment. And I feel like you have to it's hard it's sad to say, but you kind of have to leave Canada and make it somewhere else before Canadians start to support you. And
I've seen it happen with Drake.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it happens to most people because I feel like the people that stayed here probably regretted not taking the chance of building somewhere else,
Yeah.
because I feel like there's a ceiling here in Canada where it's like you can only go so far, you know? It's
Yeah.
just a feeling that I feel. So for me, I don't want to have to just stay at one level. I want it all, like I want to
Yeah.
build an empire and a legacy. So I don't want to stifle myself by staying in Toronto or like I want to be worldwide, right? Like I want to be able to travel to different places and don't feel like I'm stuck somewhere because really and truly I'm not stuck. I can travel,
Yeah.
I can build, so I'm starting to think of myself as a world like a entire universe type of like person where I want to be able to move around and do stuff in different countries, different cities. I just don't want to be just in North America, So
Because there's also the internet, it makes it easier to contact people, different
exactly,
places and everything. So
exactly,
yeah,
it does. So that's yeah. I want to be able to travel around the world and not just be stuck in Toronto.
yeah, because that's all we had the worldwide. It was originally Toronto.
Hmm.
We reached out New York, Atlanta, and UK and LA, and then
Yeah,
just made connections and everything like that. So it's
yeah, which is
definitely
good.
possible. It's definitely possible.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good thing,
Yeah,
and it opens you up to meet people from around the world, like even though I went to LA to spend 2 weeks there, like I've already found like my tribe, like
yeah,
I've already found people that are so supportive and willing to help you out. And I've been in Canada for 24 years and I've never gotten that kind of support ever because everybody wants to be the first to do it. Everybody wants to um just I don't know, like it's just the support is not here as much as it is in Hollywood, which is kind of weird. It's like,
especially when they say Toronto's Hollywood North.
yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know.
Like even for Naija Wives, like It says Naija Wives of Toronto.
Yeah.
Not one media outlet in Toronto or one station or one streaming platform have contacted us to say, you know what, we would like to have your show on our platform, or we would like to fund it. Or even when you reach out to media here, it's like, oh, sorry, we're gonna pass on that. Oh, sorry, it's like, okay. But then now when we take it to the US and we blow up, what they're gonna say, oh, Canada's very own,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. You're not lying.
It's like crazy.
So is there anything else you want the people to know about you?
Um, Anything else I want to? Well, I don't know. Well, I'm a mother to 6 beautiful children.
Yeah.
I am vegan. You can buy my books on Amazon. Like I have a lot of journals, a lot of books. If you're African and you're trying to go vegan, I have a book for you. It's called Africanizing Vegan Food. If you're pregnant and you need a journal to, write down your schedule, your appointments, your baby's name, different stuff, there's a journal for you. I have an entrepreneur journal. So if you're trying to be an entrepreneur and you need a journal to start, I have that also. So that's what I'm saying. Like, just Google me, go on Amazon, you find all my books there. You can listen to my podcast. I also have a podcast show called How to Survive Society. So you can listen to that also on Apple, Google, Amazon, wherever you can, there are podcast things happening, you will find my show there. So yeah, so just support your girl, listen to my podcast, watch my shows, buy my books, buy some weight loss products, whatever your jive is, you can find it.
So where could people see the Naija Wives?
So they can see it on Afroland TV. So Afroland TV is a streaming platform that is on it's like a NBC Universal backed company. So they are on Vizio, they're on Roku. They have an app. You can watch it online, www.afrolandtv.com. And yeah, so that's where you can watch Naija Wives. All 3 seasons are there.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Ray Robinson, and right now you tuned into WWE TV. Don't touch that dial. In fact, just keep it locked here on this website.